welcome to a weekly reading vlog. It is Monday morning and we are about to go on a very fun adventure. They have a cool program called ECFE around town and we haven't gone to any of the other ones. There was one at a mechanic, one at the hardware store, and it was like a handyman kind of thing. But today I thought was the most exciting one. It is at a fire station.
Yeah, the police station.
And the police station. We get to see a police car and a fire truck, and Mabel's very excited. Theo got to see a fire truck at school a couple weeks ago, and he was talking about it to Mabel, and then I saw this ECFE around town advertised, and I said, yeah, let's go, let's do it. So we are ready. That's in about 20 minutes. So I think we're all dressed. I think we're ready. This morning, I had to close out last week's vlog. We were doing dishes at that point. Mabel loves to do dishes, so she was helping me out with that. Then I decided I needed to go through Sylvia's closet because I still have 6-month clothes in there. Yes, I'm talking about you. I still have 6-month clothes in her closet and she's too big for those. She is bursting at the seams with those. Yesterday, Willie's mom was in town and I had her get Sylvia dressed and I handed her these like jeggings for her to put Sylvia in, and Sylvia looked like the Michelin Man with like rolls in her leggings. They did not fit very well. So got rid of all of her 6-month clothes, and then I went down into our storage and found 12-month because that's the next. Like I had some 9-month stuff in her closet. I think this is 9-month what she's wearing. But then I went and got 12-month too because that's the next stage. I would show you the books that I'm currently reading, but I decided to make a stack of them, and that's what the camera tripod is sitting on. So I literally have like 50 pages left of The 13th Tale by Diane Setterfield, and I finished my physical book last night, so I need to start something new. I'm deciding between Wild Dark Shore and the last in the Chestnut Spring series by Elsie Silver because I just finished the 4th one. I think I want to go right into the 5th. But we'll see. You'll find out later today which one I pick up physically. And then the other audio I was listening to is The Nickel Boys by Colson Whitehead. I needed a break every once in a while from The 13th Tale, so I picked up The Nickel Boys because I had that one out on Libby. So that's where we're at. Right, baby girl? She is tired. She had a funky night. She woke up a bunch and then she was like up and ready for the day at 5. And I refused to let her do that. So I got her back to sleep and she slept until 8:15, and so now she's ready for a nap. But we got to get to this class. She'll nap on me at the class, right? So we'll see if I get any fun footage of Mabel in a fire truck, and we'll talk to you later. It's Monday evening. Wow, I'm really yellow. And settle in because we have some chatting to do. I think the last thing I said to you was we were gonna go to the fire station, police station. We did that. I couldn't take videos. They asked us not to, which makes sense. Probably shouldn't show the inner workings of those places. But it was an all right time. Mabel was a little squirrely, and I don't feel like they talked super well to young kids. I have pie and ice cream, so future me is gonna hate editing out me eating bites, but I need to talk because the most exciting thing just happened. The Goodreads Choice Awards nominees were announced. And I know it's a silly popularity contest, but I like to see what's there, and then I like to make a little challenge for myself to read as many books as I can off of the list. So I had a good rest of the day. The kids were lovely. They played well. Sylvia was happy for the most part. She didn't nap hardly at all. My mother-in-law brought this pie over the weekend. It's so good. So you'd think she'd be crabby, but she's just a happy baby. Got the kids to sleep. Willie was off at a band concert. And after the kids went to bed, I was gonna film the start of my next Spin a Series episode. And I opened up Goodreads to see what the next book was in a certain series. I can't tell you what it is, sorry. You'll have to stay tuned. And the first thing that showed up, it was like, Goodreads Choice Awards, vote in the opening round. I was like, what? Because usually it comes out on the second Tuesday of the month. That would have been tomorrow. Well, it's Monday and they're out. And I had to quickly finish recording that intro and then go record a reactions video. So I did that. And now I'm just kind of like zingy. So ridiculous. Why am I so excited over a silly little thing? But like, books and reading is my life and my biggest hobby. And so when this comes out, I don't know, I get super excited. So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to the books I have to read for that little challenge I always set for myself. And speaking of books, I need to tell you that I finished 2 books today. I think at the beginning of the day, I said I would likely finish these 2, and I did finish these 2. And ultimately, they were kind of disappointments. This one was a slog for me to get through the first time I tried back in June or July, whenever it was. And it was a slog for me to get through this time. It was interesting. Like, I wanted to keep reading because I wanted to know what the twist was, and people love this book, and I wanted to know what it was hyped up about. But ultimately, I don't know why I didn't connect. Like, it feels very Rebecca vibes, like the gothic, eerie kind of book. And I liked Rebecca, but this one, I don't know. I couldn't get behind it. I couldn't. We follow 2 women. Margaret is writing a biography of Vida Winter, and we find out some secrets about Vida Winter, who is this famous author. And it's, I don't know. It was fun to learn about the secrets, I guess, and try to figure it out as I read, because I knew that there was going to be a twist at the end. I just didn't know what. So it was kind of fun to try to figure that out. But ultimately, no. And I'm looking at the back. Lovingly invokes both Jane Eyre and Rebecca. So I haven't read Jane Eyre. And I'm nervous now because I've always wanted to read Jane Eyre, but I am nervous I won't like it if I didn't like this. Let me know if you think that'll be the case or not. And then this one, while it was like pretty phenomenally written and has really good things to say about like the degradation of Black people, and how like this is just one instance of that happening of hundreds and thousands of places like this. It's a school where Black boys get beaten up and killed and whatever, and it just kind of gets glossed over and covered up. I just couldn't connect. It was probably because I was listening. I have found that recently I don't enjoy books like I should if I'm listening to it and not reading it with my eyeballs. So I probably should have read it, but I still like totally understand the merit of this book, but I just didn't like enjoy it because it was, I mean, about a really tough topic. So I don't think I said, but I gave this one 2 stars. I gave this one 3 stars. And I got 2 books off of my physical TBR. We are really working toward that 200 goal. Now, I had to pick new books. And my audiobook is going to be the next in my Spin a Series video, or the first in my Spin a Series episode 3. So I can't talk about it, and I'm not going to even give you the title. I'll give you a hint, though. I will be finishing a series. Completely finishing. Not just caught up on, completely finishing. So I don't know if you've paid attention that much, but I'm going to be listening to that one, and I'll just tell you progress. I won't tell you anything about the book or what it's even called. And another one I can't really tell you much about, but I'm going to pick up physically Wild Dark Shore by Charlotte McConaughey. I'm so excited I can't even like get words out. This is my book club read for my Patreon. And so I can't really tell you much about this either because I exclusively vlog our book club books. So I will also tell you progress in this and like maybe where I'm at, but I'm not going to give you any of my feelings on it because I reserve that for my patrons. So this will be a reading vlog where I can't talk about the books that I'm reading, basically, which, you know, that's fine. I know you guys like lifestyle stuff too. So I'm just looking. This quality is pretty bad. It's the lighting. It's dark. It's so dark. I mean, I know it's like 9:45 at night, so it would be dark no matter what, but it's always dark, I feel now. And we're just getting shorter and shorter days. Did you guys know? I knew this, like I've known this forever, but it just like finally clicked. Finally clicked. My husband's birthday is the shortest day of the year. Poor guy. But I don't know. We love winter in this household. We really do. But it's just the adjustment from daylight savings time last weekend and it getting dark so early. Soon, once we have like Christmas lights up and like the ambiance of the warm, cozy house in the dark, it'll be fine. But we have to get all that stuff up. And then I'll be excited about it. I want to know if you are people who decorate for Christmas right after Halloween or if you wait until Thanksgiving. I used to be a wait until after Thanksgiving gal, and then I just am like, it's the darkness thing, and like I want lights in my house, and so what better way to have more lights than Christmas tree, and we put candles in our windows. So I think that's why I like decorating for Christmas more so. Plus with kids, it's just so magical, and why not elongate that magical season? So that's me. We're probably gonna decorate this weekend if we have time. We have been trying to put the Halloween fall boxes away and get out the Christmas boxes. We made a little small step in that. We got our Christmas books out. I like to put holiday books away and only bring them out, our kids books I should say, bring out those kids books that deal with Halloween or deal with Christmas or deal with Valentine's Day. So we got out the Christmas books and they are spread out all over the living room floor. I'll maybe leave you with a clip of that. And then I'm gonna finish my pie. I'm gonna go take a bath, start my new physical read, and then go to bed. So thank you for sticking with me through that 10-minute rant. And I think I just need to calm down. I just need to calm down. Sugar is probably not gonna help with that, but a bath and reading will help with that. So I will do that and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Mabel wants me to read, yes, I can read that at the table. Mabel wants me to read The Polar Express, one of the Christmas books we got out last night. But I was just kind of tidying a little bit, doing laundry. Does anybody else have an island, and does your island just become the dumping ground for everything? Because that's where we're at. We just put everything here, and it frustrates me because I like to use the island, obviously, to cook, and I like to fold laundry on it.
Mommy, did we get this from the library?
Nope, we got that one. That also is, that code you see, that also is used to buy it.
Buy it?
Not just to check it out at the library. She sees the UPC scanning code, and she thinks it's from the library. Anyway, I like to use my island, and everybody just puts everything here, including me. No, I am not innocent. I put everything here too. It's just easy dumping grounds, but I'm curious if you have any tips for not making it a dumping ground. We have a basket that things could go in.
From the library?
It's not from the library, you silly girl. But that doesn't seem to work. I don't know. I don't know how we can make it clean all the time, which my husband is like, Becca, we live here. We have kids. And I was like, I know, but it doesn't need to have 1,000 things on it. It can have a few, that's fine. Like, important things. It's not from the library. But it doesn't need to be completely covered all the time. Like, there can be some stacks, some organized stacks. I'm also probably just too type A. No, Mabel keeps asking the exact same question over and over. It's one of those days. But Sylvia is taking a pretty good nap. She's actually stirring right now, so probably gonna go have to feed her. My parents are on their way because it is preschool day for Mabel. And they are going to watch the kids tonight so I can go to Lily's band concert.
It is from the library.
No, it's not from the library. So yeah, it should be a good day. I'm hoping I can read quite a bit today. I don't know. I also have a project to do. So my father-in-law hired me to do some typing work for him, for his company. He works at a seed selling company. Yes?
It is from the library.
No, it's not from the library. Now she thinks it's so I do have to do that. It needs to be done by the end of the week, so I should actually probably prioritize that. So that's what I'll be doing today. Lots of typing and screen time. Great. Okay, baby Sylvia is up, so we gotta get moving. I'll talk to you later. Oh, quick updates. I'm like 10% into my audio listen. I started it this morning doing activities, chores. Yes, I'll read it. And then I'm on page 36 in Wild Dark Shore. So that's the updates. We'll talk later. It is Wednesday. Feels like a Thursday, but it's Wednesday. And let's see. Last night, the concert was phenomenal. Willie's groups did really well. Willie did awesome, and I'm really proud of him and the work he and his students have done. Then my parents stayed overnight so that this morning they were heading up to a family friend's cabin, but they allowed me to go to Mabel's class alone. They watched Sylvia. They did a little project while we were away. My mom had some of that wallpaper. It looks like shiplap, but it's wallpaper, and she had some extra that she had originally put in her kitchen at their condo, but she wondered if we wanted it anywhere in our house, and I thought behind our wet bar would be cute. So she did that this morning while Mabel and I were at class. And then we had herbs and gerbs for lunch, and now the kids have built this awesome fort.
This is mine and that's Mabel's.
Super awesome. Updates, I'm like 75 pages through this one, and I have to start my Patreon exclusive vlog, and then my other book that I'm reading, First in a Series, episode 3, I'm about 25% into that one. So reading is happening slowly but surely. And mostly we're just gonna hang out and have fun downstairs. It's fun when they make forts like this and they can entertain themselves, and I can just sit and do stuff. I have this spreadsheet that I need to work on for my father-in-law, and then hopefully I can get some reading done too. So, talk to you later. Sylvie, are you trying to vacuum? Oh, you want your toy? You goofy. You goofy girl. Hi. Are you coming to get me? Come get me. Come get me. Ah. Ah. You love it, Sylvia?
She's like kind of laughing and eating.
Yummy. Hello everybody, happy Thursday. We just laid Sylvia down for a nap and she has been doing really well of laying down awake and soothing herself to sleep. So she laid down maybe 10 minutes ago and now has finally fallen asleep. But she wasn't crying that whole time, which is kind of a development. So really proud of her. I have to mark on my app that she's sleeping because there's an app for everything. Mabel and I are down here. We are looking at pictures. She has found some pictures of her as a baby. Yeah.
That's me and that's...
Do you know who that is? Charlie.
Charlie!
Charlie was her best friend from daycare at in our old town. So she's looking at pictures of Mabel of herself when she was a baby. And what else are we doing today?
What did they say?
Not much. The kids have not been sleeping
Now
well.
what did they say?
It says lunchtime is exhausting. They both fell asleep in their high chairs after lunch. Oh, funny. You were so sleepy after eating.
And Charlie too.
Mabel just helped me spin a new book because I finished my Spin a Series book that I was listening to before. Now the next one I got is a physical read, so I'm going to need to quickly finish up Wild Dark Shore physically, and then I think I'm gonna start my next audiobook that's actually on my TBR. My choices are About Grace by Anthony Doerr, Bridge of Clay by Marcus Zuzak, or The Prophets by Robert Jones Jr. And I'm trying to think which one's going to be the most different from my physical reads. I don't want to have too similar of books, like similar topics, similar genres. And I think because Bridge of Clay is YA, I'm gonna go with that one. So I gotta go grab it. Let me crawl over to my TBR. Back. Here it is. This one looks, ouch. Oh, Mabel. She just dropped this right on my ankle bone. Ouch, very tender, but we're good, we're fine. This is a long book. How many pages? 533, but it's YA, and there are some pages that are like empty. Can you see that? Completely empty. There are ones that have, I mean, like it says part 6, so a lot of empty pages. I feel like there's a lot of line spacing and wide margins. So I'm just trying to convince myself that it's not going to be as long. Let's check how long the audiobook is, shall we? Because that'll be telling. 15 hours. Okay, that's fine. 15-hour audiobook. Hopefully I can speed it up quite a bit. I was listening to my last audiobook at 2.65.
How many books do you have?
I recently counted. I have 660.
660.
Which, little secret for you all, that was wrong because my mom and dad had some of my books that I did not realize. So mom brought some books back. I think I was close to like 662, and now I've unhauled some books, so that number is wrong, but it was a good benchmark to know that I'm around that level, 660. Okay, yeah, I don't really know what this one's about. Let me tell you about our brother, the 4th Dunbar boy named Clay. Everything happened to him. We were all of us changed through him. Here's a story told inside out and back to front. Oh boy. Hopefully listening will be okay. Inside Out? Not like the movie. The 5 Dunbar brothers are living with their menagerie of pets in the perfect chaos of a house made by their own rules. Today, the father who walked out on them long ago walks back in. You're gonna read that one? That one's called Inside Out and Back Again. How did you just happen to pick a book that said Inside Out? You are goofy. She's been silly this morning and also very clingy, so.
Yeah, can I show you one page?
Yes, please show us a page. This is a great middle grade if you're looking for one. It's in verse about a family. Yeah, they see. About a family who has immigrated from Vietnam to the US. So thanks for letting us do that little book review, Mabel. I read that in middle grade March a couple years ago. So let's get to the rest of the day. I don't know what else. I did dishes this morning. I need to do laundry. I did finish that spreadsheet yesterday, so I sent that off to my father-in-law. That was nice to get done. We watched some of The Paper last night. It was nice to just like have a little time with my husband.
What does it say?
That one says The Secret Garden. You're picking out some good books, Mabel. She's gonna be a big reader, I think, and I can't wait to grow my collection for her. Oh, thanks for the hug. We'll talk later. We are in Sylvia's room going through some clothes. I recently took out all of her 6-month clothes because she's just bigger than that now. She's a little over 6 months, but she fits in bigger clothes. Yeah, says Mabel. So
I'm having treats.
Mabel's having a little bit of candy from Halloween. So we're gonna go through the 12-month clothes that I have for Sylvia and organize it by where it needs to go in the closet, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, basically. A lot of the, oh my goodness, Mabel. A lot of the things we have is gender neutral, so I don't mind putting her in that stuff. What do you think, Sylvia? Do you want to wear all this stuff? She's gonna have way more than she'll ever wear, probably. Just because we've accumulated from all of the cousins.
Yeah.
There's 7 in my family, and we get hand-me-downs like crazy. 7. Okay, so we'll talk to you later. Oh, okay.
I see you later. Yeah.
Uh-oh, here comes Sylvia.
I'll hold the camera.
Sylvia, you gonna get them? You get them. Say, hey, these are my clothes. Hey, hey. Hey! Ah! Oh no. This is so much. Oh my goodness. This is all shirts, dresses, sweatshirts. That's a pile of pants, and that's all sleepers. She has so many clothes. So I don't know why I feel like I have to read this book. Like I'm shooting myself to read this book, basically, because of this author and how he wrote The Book Thief, and The Book Thief is like a phenomenal book. But this one, I started earlier today. I read about 5%, listened to 5%, which is a significant amount when it's an almost 600-page book. And I was really lost. So then I started it over again, thinking it was a me problem. And it's not a me problem. I think it's a book problem. Then I went on Goodreads and read some reviews, and people say it's a very confusing book. It does say the story is told inside out and back to front. And there were some reviews that said, like, you don't see it all come together until the very end, and some people said that it's worth it, and some people said it's just confusing. And I am at a point in my life where I just don't need to read a book if I'm not feeling it, and I'm not feeling this one. Oh man, even though it's a really pretty book, I just noticed that's the naked hardcover. I don't want to force myself to read anything ever, and this is no exception. So I decided to DNF Bridget Clay. What?
Pants called.
A what called?
A pants.
Pants?
Yeah.
What is pants called?
Pants, yeah. Pants called.
Pants are called pants.
But pants, nobody inside.
Oh, well, the pants with nobody inside them? That's a good Dr. Seuss book. I'm at page 104 in this one, enjoying it, and my next audiobook, because I'm DNFing this one, will either be about Grace or the Prophets. I'm leaning more toward the Prophets just because that will be more historical fiction, whereas I think about Grace is more contemporary, and I'm kind of reading contemporary with this one. So that's what's going on. We are just waiting for Willie to get home because we're going to restaurant for a little party for one of his colleagues, his co-workers. Yes, Theo?
Look at my new cat.
Yes, Mabel would like, or I mean Theo, would like to show you his babies. He has triplets that he plans on bringing with to the restaurant.
I got one boy, two girls.
One boy, two girls. And
I
names?
have two boys and I have one girl. So, I have this keychain on this person. So the boy is named Theo and the two girls. So one girl is named Mabel and one girl is named Sylvia.
I told him I really liked those names.
So
I wonder why.
I'm going to show you. So here's one, and here's two, and here's three.
They are indeed triplets.
I
had to teach them that term, triplets.
Triplets.
Oh, 3 babies coming at the same
Now I'll show you Mabel's babies.
Mabel, are you going to show your babies?
Yeah, one moment.
One moment. Oh, these kids are funny.
Well, my name is Mabel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should I bend it down a little bit for you? There.
Yeah.
What's up, Mabel?
And my name is Mabel, and my baby's name is Theo and Mabel and Sylvia. And I will show them.
How original.
We both have the same names.
Where is our Sylvia? She's still napping. What a good girl, napping so good.
Ma.
What?
And this is Sylvia.
Oh, Sylvia. She's so pretty. Should I hold on to her while you get the rest?
Yeah.
Okay, she's very soft.
And her name, I think I'll name her a different name. Kitty.
Kitty. Okay.
Or Blackie.
Or Blackie. I told them to bring some quiet things with to the restaurant, and this is what they chose.
Foxy.
Foxy.
I got a new baby at the restaurant.
We should probably do your hair.
Come out with Boy.
You've got another one in there?
And
Oh my goodness.
And her name quadruplets.
Close. Quadruplets.
Quadruplets.
That was
And
really
this
close.
name
Quadruplets.
is Cliffordy.
Cliffordy. You do have quadruplets. Wow. I just became a grandma of 7.
Mommy, can you put them out?
Yeah, we'll put them back in the bag. We will
No,
talk to you later.
Bye.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It's Friday, and we're having a very lazy morning. As you can see, it's 10 o'clock. Sylvia's down for her first nap. Mabel's watching movies today because she's sick. She is coughing and really stuffy, and I mean, that's all I want to do when I'm sick is lay down and do nothing. So she's watching The Grinch because she's wearing Grinch jammies. Theo got to wear jammies to school today. They won. Now you're done coughing, she says. Yeah, she got some liquid and food in her and stopped coughing, so that's good. But she's still, I mean, you can tell she's not feeling her greatest. Theo got to wear jammies today because they got a pajama party for eating fruits and veggies for snack. So he wore his Grinch jammies. Mabel wanted to wear her Grinch jammies, and I decided we can just be in jammies all day. Why not? It's Friday. Let's see. I'm sitting here going to update my bullet journal. Last night was exhausting again. My kids do not sleep, and I know I need to probably do something about it, especially for Sylvia. I have gotten in the habit of just feeding her every single time she wakes up because I feel like, oh, what if she's hungry? My poor baby. What if she needs me, my comfort, whatever. Which, you know, we can be in that mindset, and that's fine. Until it is making me exhausted and I'm not functioning, then we need to do something about it. Because yes, she still probably needs my comfort, but we can work on ways for her to comfort herself. So I'm hoping this weekend, with Willie's help, we can maybe work on soothing her without nursing. We'll see, though. I don't know. last night we watched a little bit of the paper before bed, and then I was just too tired to do anything. Sylvia, of course, wakes up right as I want to go to sleep. So I think I read 8 pages in Wild Dark Shore yesterday. Yeah, page 108. Good job, me. And then I didn't start listening to an audiobook yesterday, but this morning while I was catching up on dishes and laundry, I did start The Prophets by Robert Jones Jr. And I'm just a little ways in, a few chapters. It's interesting because each of the chapters are named after books in the Bible. So that's interesting. Wondering how that's going to tie into the story. We're following 2 slaves, mainly Samuel and Isaiah, and they are a couple. And of course they're nervous to get caught, being 2 men. But one of the men just said, you can't get much lower than the low that we're at already, being slaves. So he didn't care that he was showing his affection in broad daylight. Anyway, I'm probably like 20 pages in and enjoying this one. The narrator, I feel like, has a huge part to play for me lately when reading an audiobook, and I like this narrator. She's phenomenal. I don't know who it is. It kind of sounds like, shoot, what's her name? I'm gonna see if it is her because now I'm curious. Is there a way on the Libby app to check the narrator? Oh, okay. No, it's not who I thought it was. It's Karen Chilton. I don't know who I thought it was. She's narrated Bonnie. Oh my gosh. Hello, that was weird. Sorry, I didn't realize how blurry that got. Bonnie Turpin is the one I was thinking of, but it is not her. Her name is Karen Chilton. So, I don't know. She's a great narrator so far, and I'm enjoying that. Let's see. Today I have sprints with my patrons, which I'm really looking forward to. Just spending some time reading physically because I want to read this physically so bad, but I just, I'm not making the time in my daily life as a stay-at-home mom. I mean, there really isn't time. Not that I could make time. I guess right now I could read physically, but I want to update my journal. There's so many things I want to do. Okay, well, my hair looks crazy, I'm just realizing, and I'm gonna work on my journal and listen to my audiobook and drink my coffee. We will talk later today, most likely.
Ruby, she was made for going west, did not protest my wandering ways. Ruby, she was pretty as they come, 28 years young and unafraid. She gave me shelter on the coldest nights, shaded me on summer days.
Hey everyone, we are about to go get Theo, but I wanted to update you.
Everybody.
Hey everybody.
Hey.
Come sit by me, you goober. It is not boding well for The Prophets by Robert Jones Jr.
My drawing, guys.
Yes, show it. She's done an Etch-a-Sketch drawing. And what did you call it again? The Olympics trap?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
See? It's kind of hard to see.
Oh, bless you.
It's really hard, but I can show you again. See?
Oh, wow, with a magnifying glass. Where did we get that magnifying glass? I didn't remember we had one of those. Okay, can I talk to them for a second?
Yeah.
Woo! So, as I said, it is not boding well for The Prophets. I am about 25% of the way through, and I'm finding myself wanting to do anything but listen to the audiobook. I'm listening to podcasts, I'm listening to YouTube stuff. I'm just not wanting to listen to it.
Trap.
And
it's not that.
a big trap. Olympic trap. I feel like it would probably be a 3.5 star rating, or maybe a 3.5 at the top. And I don't really want to continue a book that's just going to be a 3.5, I guess, if I'm not enjoying it. Like some 3.5 stars I'm enjoying for the content, and this one, I wish it would just focus on those 2 main gentlemen, Isaiah and Samuel, like we started off with. But now we're getting perspectives from like 4 other women, and I'm having a hard time following where we are. It just keeps throwing in more perspectives as I go along, and I want to get back to Samuel and Isaiah and figure out what's going to happen with their story, which we probably will get at the end, but now that I'm thinking about it more, I don't care to know what happens, I guess. I don't know. It's just not a very captivating slavery story, which usually I enjoy. There have been some like really tough and tragic stories about how white people treat black people or treated black people during this time, and about how bodies are manipulated and taken advantage of. So I feel like it has some important things to say, but I'm not enjoying it. And I'm reading for enjoyment lately, and I just don't feel the need to keep reading. This is one that's been on my shelves for a very, very long time, and I haven't ever reached for it or grabbed it. That's why it was on this self-destruct list, so that I would eventually get to it. And I think I was kind of valid in my thoughts of not getting to it, because it's just not gonna be phenomenal 5 stars, which is what I'm looking for in all my books. So I'm gonna DNF it again. A second DNF in this video and this week seems nuts, but they are my self-destruct books, which makes me think I need to just like be excited about the books that I'm adding to my shelves. And a lot of these ones that were on this round of self-destruct were ones that I just kind of bought willy-nilly at random book sales that were super cheap. And now I'm being much more, what's the word I'm looking for? Mabel? What's the word I'm looking for? Oh my gosh, mom brain at its finest. I think maybe I'm going for intentional, deliberate with what books I bring into my library and into my home, because they are the ones I actually want to read and I'm excited to read. And I guess these ones I've put off for an entire year since my self-destruct TBR, because I wasn't excited about them. So I have one more on my audiobook list of self-destruct books, and I'm gonna start it now. It's about Grace.
See this?
Ooh, cool. It's about Grace by Anthony Doerr, and I love this author. I've loved 2 of his books before, so I hope that this one will work out for me. But otherwise, I just want to jump to like Goodreads books. That is what's on. That's what's on the front of my mind right now. And now I've got these 2 girlies. Okay, we'll talk later.
There's a man around the corner, he's been asking me for change, and I could use some. Think I could use some sometimes. All these things slow me down, like the concrete that's been sticking to the bottom of my shoes. Soles worn and tired have started wearing through. I can feel them heavier now.
I just wanted to come on quick saying that I'm talking to the camera. Husband's thinking I'm talking to them when he's the only person in the room.
Husbands?
Yeah, I have multiple husbands. Okay, I just wanted to come on quick and say that I wrapped up Sprints with my patrons. I read quite a bit well, not quite a bit, because we had some interruptions from children. But I read, I don't know, probably 40 pages in, no, it was close to 50 in Wild Dark Shore. And loving it. But I didn't get to read as much as I hoped because my kids were having some tough times. Theo came down twice, and it was like 9:15 before he actually fell asleep. Anyway, Willie made me a shake because I asked him to, and he's so kind and made me a shake. And I'm gonna drink this and then go to bed because we've got a big day tomorrow. Stay tuned. Where are we?
At the Mall of America.
The Mall of America. Theo's friend invited us. Her and her family are here for her birthday, and we're gonna go to Nickelodeon Universe, I think, and do some rides and get some lunch and have fun, right?
Yeah.
luck is already on our side because we got a spot in the parking area without a ramp.
But last time when we went here,
Yeah.
we didn't park this early.
No, we didn't park this early. We have a car top carrier on our van, and so we wanted to fit in the ramp, and so we got lucky. Someone was pulling out right as we got here. Yes, and we're right by the airport. Okay, we gotta get these kids into the mall.
What's this condition? Some conviction, it's hard to tell. Call it affliction or addiction, some call it hell. You said there's something worth having beyond this place, and I believed you, guess I still do, so I dream.
Look at what happened. Looks like I wet my pants, but it was Sylvia who threw up on me. Great.
Help me forget who I am. Needles in veins and cigarette stains. I roll like a train down the track. 'Cause when you're so far gone, you don't come back.
Good evening, everybody. It's Saturday night. We had kind of a crazy day at the mall. I wouldn't say it was a good day. I get super stressed and frustrated in intense situations, like a mall being super, super crowded. And then I think you saw that Sylvia threw up all over me. She just like caught her gag reflex right after she had eaten, and it happened to go all over me. And so I was walking around in wet pants and smelling disgusting, and so many people. Like, I think there was an event, like some sort of K-pop star was there. I don't know who it was, but there was so many lines, and we tried to eat. We got some Chick-fil-A, and we had to sit and eat on the floor because it was so busy. There were no tables, and people, as soon as tables were emptying, people would quick grab them to sit at them and hold them for their party, which I don't blame them. But when we're dealing with 3 kids, I mean, Sylvia was sleeping, so 2 kids who are super, super hungry and crabby, hangry, we couldn't keep walking around and looking for a place. And like Mabel was wanting me, and Theo was wanting me, and I couldn't handle taking all 3 kids to find a seat, and I couldn't have all 3 kids in line with me for food. So it was just kind of a stressful situation. But I think Theo and Mabel had a really fun time. They went on some rides. They got to see one of Theo's friends from our old town. I don't know if I mentioned this, but it was his girlfriend's birthday. He came home one day from preschool last year and said he had a girlfriend, and I said, what does that even mean? And he didn't really seem to know. So it was his girlfriend's birthday yesterday, and his mom had messaged me a few weeks ago, or a couple weeks ago, and said, hey, you guys don't happen to be free on this Saturday? And I said, yeah, we are. And what the heck, like, Theo talks about this gal all the time, misses her, and we haven't been back to that town yet since moving. We haven't seen many people from that town, or anybody really, since the move. And so we're like, let's just do it. It'll be fun. And it was fun for them to see each other. For like the first hour, it was really, really fun because it wasn't super busy yet. But then it just got busy, and whew, yeah, it was a lot. We did step into Barnes & Noble because I thought I should buy some Christmas romances because I'm in the mood to read some Christmas romances, but I didn't end up buying any because the one I really wanted was $18, and it was a really thin book. And I was like, I can't justify spending $18 on a book. It was one that my friend Jane recommended called All I Want Is You by Fallon Ballard, I think. And it's like a teeny book, like it's gotta be 200 pages or less. And I really want to read it, but I couldn't spend $18 on it. I do have a gift card to Barnes & Noble, but it would have used like almost my entire gift card. I have $20 to Barnes & Noble, and so it's like, no, I can't do that. Plus I looked on Amazon and it's $9, and I also have a gift card to Amazon, so maybe I'll buy it from there. But yeah, we came home. I like fell asleep on the couch because I'm so exhausted from our kids not sleeping, and Mabel has this little bit of a cold, and so she's up coughing in the night, and it was a long day. But the kids played really well once we got home. They just like played with Magna tiles for 3 hours. And Sylvia, poor girl, was exhausted. She took naps when she could, but basically like 10 or 20 minute naps in the carrier is all she got today. So she woke up already, and Willie is in there rocking her to sleep. So that's our night. I did want to tell you, I pivoted. I took a little turn from the TBR. I thought I was going to be reading this. I did start it. I listened to like a couple of chapters. I haven't moved my bookmark, obviously. This is still at the first page. I listened to a couple of chapters. Wasn't really in the zone with it. And then my hold on Libby came up for The Tenant by Frida McFadden. I'm reading this for the Goodreads Choice Awards nominees that I own, and I think I'm gonna vlog it separately, so I won't probably talk much about this one besides giving you like benchmarks of where I'm at. And then I've read just a very minimal amount in this tonight. I'm to page 183, but again, can't talk about it, so sorry. These are just gonna need to be more lifestyle vlogs than updates on books. Vlogs. I'm tired. We're gonna go to bed. It's only, oh, my watch is dead. Cool. It's 8:30, and Willie is doing a little run out tomorrow. He's part of this choir that goes and sings at churches sometimes on Sunday mornings, so he has that tomorrow. He has to leave by 6:20, I think, is the time he said. So, yeah, good for him. He's got to leave super early. We'll probably be awake because that is our life right now, waking up early and not sleeping. And I'm going to try to take the kids to church by myself because they're getting ready for the Christmas program, and I want them to have as much rehearsal as they can. So that's what's on the docket for tomorrow. But for now, we are going to bed and hoping that we can get some good sleep tonight. I will talk to you later. Good morning, everybody. It's Sunday. I've got a big smiling baby looking at me, even though the poor girl woke up with boogers caked all around her nose. So, safe to say that we did not go to church this morning because we're all feeling under the weather. I'm feeling okay, and Willie's feeling okay, but the kids are just going through it with cold, cough, whatever it is. I don't know. I feel like it started with Mabel. Now it's like Sylvia's in the middle of it, and Theo just told us this morning his nose was feeling stuffy. So it's going through the kids. Who knows if it'll get to us. But I'm staying home with the kids. Willie had this little run out to do. He should be home late morning. Oh no! She was smiling so hard she just fell backwards. She's still like in a pretty happy mood, so that's good, but I feel so bad for the girl. She's just like, you can tell she's tired, and you know how a cold makes you feel. Just not great. So, let's see. The kids are out playing with Magna tiles. I just updated my Goodreads Choice Awards vlog. I don't even know how that vlog is starting, but I updated them that I'm halfway through The Tenant. And, the Wild Dark Shore, I'm at 200 pages. Oh, which I suppose I need to update them on this too. I don't know. I have so many vlogs and videos going on right now that it is making my brain jumbled and go crazy. But are you gonna come here? Hi, baby. No. She's started shaking her head now. I remember when Theo started doing that, and Mabel. It's just like a new skill. They just shake their head and think it's funny. Do you think it's funny? No. No. They don't even know that they're saying no, but it's just like the movement of the head. Yeah, and there's that bad cough. Okay, I'm going to play with my baby a little bit and probably listen to more of The Tenant. Today, I feel like we're just gonna be lazy and do nothing, which is great. Actually, maybe I could convince people to decorate for Christmas. Maybe that's too much work with us feeling under the weather, but it could be fun. We still have our boxes of Halloween and fall decor just sitting at the top of our stairs, ready to go into the basement to be put away. And it's annoying me that it's all still there, but hopefully we could put those away, take out the Christmas bins, and maybe start decorating. I feel like the kids would be up for that. Maybe Willie too, if I could say like, let's turn on Christmas music and make it a big thing. Oh no! She just ran her head into the ottoman that you're sitting on. So I'm gonna go pay attention to her and I'll talk to you later. Hi baby! Did you run your head into that? Are you gonna come see me? Come on. Come get me. Look at you on your hands and knees. Yay! Can you shake your head? No. Here she comes. Oh, it's ready for the tree. Yay! We decorated for Christmas. It ended up being a really good day and a good afternoon. The kids were super into decorating. Sylvia got some good naps in, so I hope she's feeling better. I don't know, she just woke up from a coughing fit now and she'd been asleep for like 45 minutes, but I'm hopeful that she's on the up and up. Before I close out the vlog, I wanted to open up this package with you because I got some books and I got some fun things for the kids. So thought we could do that. I have really been wanting Christmas romances, and I just bit the bullet and got some on Amazon because they were cheap, and I never know with Christmas romances if I'm gonna absolutely love them or if they're just gonna be kind of meh, and usually most of them are just like mediocre. So I don't want to like spend too much money on them, especially if I'll just pass them on to somebody else. But wow, that's much bigger than I thought it would be. So the first one I got was How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by Megan Quinn. The Grinch is a huge love in our family's lives. Mabel loves the Grinch mostly, and this also happens to be a book club choice. Oh, there's pictures. Where's that picture? Oh my gosh. I have to find it. Where is it? Oh no. Did I just make that up in my brain? Oh, there it is. Can you see that? That's funny. There's a book club in my town that just started. It's all through, well, it's not all through Facebook, but the parts that I've been participating in is all through Facebook. They had their first meeting last Friday. I did not go because they were discussing a Freida McFadden book and I didn't really want to read it. But this is the book for December's meeting and I would like to try to read it. Plus I've seen it before and I just think the Grinchy vibes are cute. The other Christmas book is Last Christmas in Paris by Hazel Gaynor and Heather Webb. Is this one epistolary? Yes. Oh, it's bent. Whatever. It's epistolary, which usually works for me, and like light and fluffy Christmas romance in Paris. Oh, it's World War I though. Maybe it's not light and fluffy, but okay. Still, I think I'm gonna like it because it has Paris, epistolary, and historical. I do have one more book coming, but it must be coming in a different package. Why are they two different sizes? That's so weird. Okay, anyway, I have an idea for my December TBR that will either be making me choose a Christmas romance or a wrapped up book. So I needed some more Christmas romances to be options. So I think I'm good now with the ones that I got though. The rest of the things in this package are for my kids. I love doing advent calendars for them. What the?
Christmas countdown.
Yes, okay, Willie is reminding me that it's a Christmas countdown, not an advent calendar, because Advent usually starts on the last Sunday of November. Because Advent is... Liturgically speaking, thank you. Advent is 4 Sundays long. So these are really Christmas countdowns, but everybody in the world calls them advent calendars. Willie. So the kids had told me what they wanted. We had done some looking and wow. Oh, it's stationary? Uh-oh. Well, I hope she still likes it. I didn't realize that, but I think she'll still appreciate it. It says not for kids 0 to 3. Well, good thing she's gonna be 4 soon. This is a Stitch advent calendar. Mabel loves Stitchy. That's what she calls him, Stitchy. I'm sure she will think the things inside are cool. And for Theo's advent calendar, well, that's what's also coming tomorrow. One more Christmas book and my advent calendar. Theo picked something kind of off the cuff for him. He has done like Lego ones in the past. He did a Play-Doh one once. This is a gemstone advent calendar. And so I think every day he gets a different gemstone. And then on the last day, he gets to dig out a specimen with like a brush and a tool. So I don't know. He loves carrying around a bunch of objects in like a container, and so I'm sure these will just be some of his objects that he starts carrying around. This is a lot smaller than I thought it would be, but I still think he'll think it's cool. All right, well, we have to hide those until December 1st because if they see them, they will want to open them right away. Let me know if you've read either of these Christmas romances. And quick update before the vlog is up. I finished The Tenant. Stay tuned for my thoughts on that one in my Goodreads Choice Awards video, vlog, whatever I am doing there. And I'm just a few pages further in Wild Dark Shore, but I think tonight I'm gonna take a bath and read and see how far I can get. Hopefully I will finish Wild Dark Shore very soon because I'm just like such in a reading mood. When I'm reading good books, it makes me want to read more. Why would that be, Becca? Anyway, okay, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you so much for watching this weekly vlog, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye.